Welcome to Petrology class. Today we will discuss the crystallization of bicomponent magma. Bicomponent magma means a magma that bears the composition of two components or set of two different minerals. Now, in the last video we discussed the crystallization of unicomponent magma, means that magma has only one component, but here in bicomponent what will happen, the specific property of one component will be interfered by the another component. In terms of, you can say, physical chemistry, if you say the specific properties of individual component will be interfered, means their melting points will be lowered. For example, say water freezes at 0 degree, whereas molten salt solidifies at 800 degree, but certain mixture of water and salt that freezes at minus 22 degree. So here we are interested in their melting points, or they say the freezing point. So what has been done, the work that has been worked out, that in bicomponent we have taken on x-axis the various possible mixtures of two components, say A and B. Here A is 100, B is 0. Similarly on this end B is 100, A is 0, and at interval of 10 degree you can see the composition of possible composition of these two different components A and B. On y-axis it is taken the temperature. Now if you see any movement, horizontal movement, or will show the change in composition but at a constant temperature, whereas in vertical movement will show change in temperature at constant composition. And a diagonal movement will indicate change in both composition and temperature. Keeping these points in mind, let us see the crystallization of a liquid having composition X. Now I mark this point X. Now what this X point indicates, that there is a liquid or say magma which has the composition as 80 and 20, means A 80, B 20, and it is at certain temperature, say T. Now this X indicates the state of magma in terms of composition and temperature. We want to study the crystallization of this liquid at that particular temperature, marked as point X. What will happen? Initially the first step will be that liquid will simply cool. There won't be formation of any crystals. As soon as that reaches to the curve, say this curve, there will be onset of crystallization, and the first crystals or the first crop of crystal that will be formed will be of A component. Once A component have converted into solid state, that liquid gets enriched in B component, and with lowering temperature it will follow this path, and ultimately it reaches to point E, where there will be formation of the crystals of both A and B. So we can understand, or we can just conclude that the crystallization of a bicomponent magma will take in three steps. First, there will be simply cooling of the liquid prior to crystallization. Then there will be onset of crystallization of one component, and finally the crystallization of two components simultaneously, and that point is marked as E, and that is known as eutectic. Eutectic crystallization means simultaneous crystallization of both component A and B till the last drop of the liquid. Similarly, if you take any point, say on this side, right, on this side, same story, the liquid will simply cool, and it won't form crystals of either A, won't form the crystal of A and B. As soon as it reaches to this saturation curve, it will form the formation of crystals of B will start, and naturally the B crystals have been converted into the solid state. The liquids gets enriched in A, and with further lowering temperature it will follow this path, and ultimately it will reach to point E, that is the eutectic crystallization. Means in the end, or in the say the last drop of the liquid, will have same, you can say, composition of the crystals of A and B, that is eutectic crystallization, means there will be simultaneous crystallization of A and B. For that matter, you can take any point, and because it is generalized diagram of the crystallization of a bicomponent magma, which clearly indicates that when magma starts cooling, there is no formation of the crystals. That liquid simply cools. As soon as that liquid reaches to a certain degree temperature, in which that liquid gets saturated with one of those components, that component starts crystallizing. Now this eutectic, this is in this graph, has a standard proportion 70:30. Means whenever a liquid or a magma having A and B proportion more than 70, it will be always be A component that will crystallize first, whereas in magmas which have B component more than 30%, B will crystallize first, and then ultimately both, that is eutectic point, will be formed, simultaneous crystallization of the two components. Now below this everything is in the solid. Here it is the solid plus B crystals, here it is solid, it is liquid plus A crystals, and it is all a liquid part. So this graph is the general conclusion which have been studied for two component system which are not case of the mixed crystals or solids in solution series. So it should be very clear what we are saying. If the component is that magma is of two component system, the interference of specific properties, or say the melting point of A and B, they are naturally interfering in each other, and that certain standard proportion, beyond certain standard proportion, the component which is in excess will crystallize first. Here the standard proportion is 70:30. For another different mineral, say orthoclase and quartz, this standard proportion is 72.5 to 27.5. For another, you can say olivine and anorthite, it is 70:30, and like that for two different components, that standard proportion is different. So any mineral or any component which is in excess to the standard proportion will crystallize first, and then ultimately the two will crystallize simultaneously, and this simultaneous crystallization of two minerals is known as the eutectic crystallization. And due to this eutectic crystallization, the textures that are developed are your graphic texture. The graphic texture is very common in your granitic rocks. What happens? Quartz and orthoclase, they are intergrown into each other, because at eutectic these quartz and orthoclase, they crystallize simultaneously and naturally they interpenetrate each other. Similarly, your texture perthite and antiperthite, they are also due to the eutectic crystallization. So this is how the crystallization of bicomponent non-mixed crystals takes place. We'll study the crystallization of two bicomponent magma which are a case of the solid solution or mixed crystals. That will be different, but this is a case of two components which are non-mixed crystals, right? So this has a significance in explaining the graphic texture, your perthite, antiperthite, why these minerals are grown into each other, as you all have now understood that is due to the eutectic crystallization. So this is for today. In next turn we will study the crystallization of mixed crystals bicomponent system, and this is, you can say in general, the phase diagram of two components A and B that clarifies how the crystallization takes place from a liquid or from that magma. Thank you very much. That's all for today.